Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe and remember to ring the bell to be notified of updates. Hello viewers, welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We're in the power suit of Samus Aran here in the ice belt of the mysterious planet Viewros. Our overall goal is to find 5 master teleporter keys, and we found 2 of them. And a third one is supposed to be here in the ice belt. I'm not sure if it's in this specific facility, but I guess we will be finding out. At the moment, we are trying to power this facility back on. I'm not entirely clear why. I know gameplay-wise what we want to accomplish by doing that. Let's see, where did I come in? Okay, I came in over here, I believe. But anyway, yeah, I know what we are trying to accomplish gameplay-wise by doing that. I'm not entirely sure why Samus wants to.
Generator back online, Samus. You'll find it down in the lower levels of this facility.
Okay, there were some enemies in here before. Looks like no. Okay. Looks like we are in good enough shape. Psychic lock unit developed during the psychic era blocks passages with a wall of psychic energy. These locks can be released using collected TK codes. However, I don't have the TK code yet. Okay, let's see. Come on, let me through. There we go. Security gate malfunctioning. Circuits are torn and it is not receiving any current. The gate material is otherwise indestructible. How did those guys get in? I guess small vermin can crawl through cracks. Okay, missile expansion. Oh, this one's open. Okay, that's not one of those little bugs. Cover conceals the ventilation shafts. The materials are deteriorated in the extreme cold and can be shattered by a strong impact. Connects to the adjacent room. Get in there. There we go. Missile refill, which I don't need. Okay. Test capsule with temperature control function contains samples of a poisonous liquid. Contains body tissue sample. Containing a TK code. Okay. One of 4. Yeah, I figured there'd be more than there were last time. Contains a prototype medicine. Contains a blood sample. Okay. Nothing else to scan in here. Okay, where'd that other one go? It's literally right in front of me, according to the compass. Okay, so a bunch of lasso locks. What's that purple marking up there? Yellow, purple, and blue? Okay, routes various kinds of data, currently offline, accessible once power has been restored. Any idea where this might be going? Looks like these things are all interconnected. Part of the cryopod rail system. The column secures and releases pods for distribution. It is linked to the loading platform. I get the feeling that once I get the power turned back on, I will be needing to use that pod distribution system thing to get out of here. Transport cart has clamps for fastening containers and specialized omni wheels for improved maneuvering. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 138. Attempt. View in logbook. Attempt. LMH 2006-2001-164. We were so close. It seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subject reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there were any problems in our process. I do not want the setback to have been for nothing. Okay, I've skipped over 3 of them. Okay. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 205. Limit. Limit. LMH 2006-2001-231. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity, and tragically countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because our restoration experiments have thus far been unsuccessful. Conduit access hatch used by maintenance tanks. The red light indicates it is offline and locked. Okay, those are the maintenance tanks. Let's... Uh-oh. Okay, there's enemies on the radar. I don't know where they are exactly, but they're on the radar somewhere. Through here, perhaps? Okay, guys, come and get it. Okay, what's that electrical sizzling sound? Oop. Oh my goodness, look at all of these. Bulk cryopod storage. All pods functioning normally while in low power mode. Oh dear. I don't like the sound of that. Ice that is thickened over time can be melted. Cryopod equipped with life preservation system, able to keep specimens dormant semi-permanently, switches to an internal battery if disconnected from power. I can't imagine that internal battery will last forever, though. Pod storage crane travels vertically along rails on the walls, managing cryopods containing griever specimens. All of those specimens are going to come to life and attack me when I restore the power, aren't they? Storage bay cryopod terminal opens the hatch of a socketed cryopod. Online. Currently offline. Okay. Can I just kill it now, please? Please? Oh, man. Griever specimen completely frozen due to the drop in the laboratory's temperature. No life signs detected. I hope that's really no life signs detected and not, you know, just because it's in cryogenic stasis or whatever. Griever specimen, battery depletion ultimately led to specimen's death. It is frozen completely. Griever specimen containing a TK code. Come on, go back. Back up just a little bit. Okay. Battery depletion led to specimen death. Drop in room temperature causes a freeze afterwards. Okay. I'm really not looking forward to what's going to come next. Okay. What the? That kind of startled me, actually. Okay, are there any more crates around? There's some crates. I was hoping for ammo rather than life refill. Okay. What next? I keep on accidentally mixing up the missile button and the turn on the scanner button. Lamorn made stretcher used for specimen transport. Can be reconfigured to work as an operating table. The mat is made of a hardened gel material. No ammo drops. Specimen thawing station. Quickly and safely resuscitates frozen specimens without returning them to consciousness. Unused DNA sample storage case. Used for extracting DNA for experimentation. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 117. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. LMH 2006-2001-143. We may have had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presume that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals causing compositional change in the GE, which would in turn cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet that is not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated, and as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking in a blocked evolutionary branch? That would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one potential future. So with that in mind, what would happen if, when administering GE, we disable those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? There should be sufficient value in attempting this to justify altering the Bausale system's programming. Sounds a lot like the inspiration for Dr. Frankenstein. Okay. Okay. Ventilation shaft. I really wish it would give me some ammo. Okay, missile expansion. Okay, looks like there's nothing else in here. Yep, nothing else in here. All right. This looks ominous. Lamorn made operating table uses a gravity tuning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. Bausale system. Primarily used to perform experimental autopsies. Online activation will set it to operating mode. Lamorn main stretcher. Storage shutter. It appears to have stopped mid-activation. Recording camera drone. Developed to autonomously record video, including medical procedures. A powerful impact has rendered it non-functional. Powerful impact from what? Access code approved. Autopsy systems activated. Storage mode disabled. Operating mode initialized. Okay. What good does that do me? Active Balsale system containing a TK code. I see. That's what good it does me. Balsale system. Its ultra-high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. I wonder if there's anything in there that I missed. The music keeps subtly changing. I keep hoping for ammo. I'm not really low on ammo, but, you know, just to top it off would be nice. Research sample storage capsule. Liquid appears to be a sedative variant. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 81. Awakening. Awakening. LMH 2006-2001-107. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod and its metabolism is at minimum levels. Unfortunately, we are unable to perform the experiments we'd like with the subject in this state. If the subject's metabolic function is inactive, a reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. Okay. Data terminal. Recovery pod A1SPDDR07. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Griever enclosed after an experimental Lamorn restoration procedure. Recovery pod B1JUTRD31. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Pod now in lower power mode. Recovery pod B2PLVBF70. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Specimen griever is alive and preserved. Oh dear. Recovery pod A2CPGGB18. Pod glass destroyed. Cell culture and preservation liquid has leaked. Life signs of the specimen griever have ceased. Recovery pod A3WKYYB25. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. All readings from specimen griever read normal. Oh dear. Recovery pod B3SERTE86. Used to replace specimens in stasis and heal damage to internal organs. Specimen griever's metabolism currently at minimum. Why can't I focus on that one? What? There's now an enemy on my radar. Griever specimen, no life signs detected. Cryopod cell culture and preservation liquid have leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to the specimen's death. Recovery pod management terminal tracks the state of the contained specimen and sends data to a remote database. Operates normally in low power mode. Okay, those are the little maintenance tanks. Ice that has thickened over time. Okay, those two won't be bothering me later. Security gate sealed. Releasing the lock unit attached to the rear side will allow it to open. A window shutter used for ventilation. If the slats are damaged, a strong shock will destroy them. I would very much like to get those tanks from here. That's not working. Okay. Come on, turn around. So what exactly does that do? Monitor and standby while low power mode is active. Research sample storage capsule contains blood sample. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 97 analysis. Analysis. LMH 2006-2001-123. We are monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It is almost as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? Surveillance monitor containing a TK code. Okay, that's the fourth one. Okay. There we go. Monitor stabilizer broken, causing it to fall. Its power has been cut, disabling the display. Okay. Okay, finally some ammo. Those things are causing the weird noises. The grievers. I wonder what those noises mean. I also wonder, why am I getting so few ammo drops? Okay, I thought there might be something over here, but just kind of a weird trick of the shadows. Okay, well done. So we start here. No. No, don't. Up. This way. Well, the last episode was really long. So put that episode and this shorter episode together, and that's basically the same as just two normal length episodes. So you know what? Let's just call it here. So we've gotten into a more atmospheric part of the game. Less action, more, you know, sort of creepy horror type exploration. Something like that. Because, yeah, they're going more for atmosphere than action right now. And you know what? That's not such a bad thing. Every now and then it's good to just, you know, kind of slow down and, you know, get more, I'm trying to think of a good word without just repeating myself and using atmospheric all the time, because, you know, more about emphasizing the atmosphere, the feel of the game, rather than, you know, the action where you're just shooting everything. Well, I guess really I'm just kind of babbling at this point. Anyway, so we still made some good progress. We took down the most recent psychic gate, and in the next episode we'll head on through and continue to try to find our way down to the power generator so that we can turn it on, wake up all the grievers, and fight our way back. That is very likely what's going to be happening, you know, soon. I would bet money on it. That is what's going to be happening soon. Well, at any rate, viewers, so thank you very much for watching Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and I will see you next time.